Hey folks, I'm here for my second video of the day, and it's about the WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And this is my first vlog fully dedicated to the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, which is done by Vince McMahon's World Wrestling Entertainment. I'm just going to go through some history and explain how the pay-per-view works, and I think this will be interesting for some people. They might enjoy it, some might not, but it's going to be there anyway for people to watch. I just want to mention that it was first held on pay-per-view in January of '88, and before I just move on, I just want to mention that it was a brainchild of first Intercontinental Champion Pat Patterson, who was also a Hall of Famer, back to the Rumble. In January of '88, the first Royal Rumble had 20 participants as opposed to the traditional 30 that people are used to. The only year to stray away from the 30 was the 2011, which had 40, which is the only one. Other than the '88, those are the only 2 years that didn't have 30 participants, or all had less or more than 30 participants. The first Royal Rumble was won by the number 13 entrant Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who last eliminated the one-man gang. Now, that was the first bits of trivia. Now on to more fun Royal Rumble facts. Only 3 men have went to win back-to-back Royal Rumble matches, and they are Hulk Hogan in 1990 and 1991, Shawn Michaels 95 and 96, and Stone Cold 97 and 98. Only one entrant has actually won 3 Rumbles, and that man is Stone Cold. It was 97 and 98 when he did back-to-back, and I believe 2000 maybe 2001 for the third one. I have to double check that year. So now most entrants went on to receive a shot at that year's WrestleMania for the title. Only 3 men had not done that. Hacksaw Jim Duggan in '88, Big John Studd in '89, and Hulk Hogan in 1990, because he entered the Royal Rumble match as the champion and went on to face the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6, which was 1990 Toronto Sky Dome, 67,000 plus fans. There have been 2 female competitors in the Royal Rumble, Beth Phoenix, the 2010 Royal Rumble, and Chyna, I believe it was either 98 or 99, I'm not sure, but I know it was one of those 2 years. And Chyna was the only female competitor to draw number 30 in the Rumble, while Beth Phoenix drew 5 or 6. Early number. Now on to some other things about numbers. The numbers of 1, 2, and 30 all have 2 winners apiece. Shawn Michaels and Chris Benoit won the Royal Rumble at number 1. Shawn did it in '95, Benoit in '04. Rey Mysterio and Vince McMahon won it at number 2. Vince McMahon in '99, Mysterio I believe at '06. And The Undertaker and John Cena won it while drawing number 30. Undertaker 07, Cena 08. The shortest time in the ring belongs to Santino Marella, who was in the ring for exactly 1 second before being eliminated by Kane. The previous record was given to the Warlord, who was 2 seconds, but before him it was, I believe, one of the Bushwhackers at 4 seconds, but now the record is held by Santino, 1 second in the ring. Now I'm just going to keep going with some facts here. Most eliminations in one Royal Rumble match goes to Kane, who eliminated 11 people. That's right, 11 different superstars, the record till this day. Longest time in the Royal Rumble match belongs to Rey Mysterio, 62 minutes and 10 seconds, which is pretty long, which means the guys come out about every 2.5 minutes. There has been a celebrity entrant in the Royal Rumble, and that was Drew Carey in 2001 with the 5th entrant. 2 biggest guys height-wise in the Royal Rumble, Andre the Giant 7'5", Big Show 7'4". 2 of the tallest in there. Smallest entrant was Hornswoggle, about 3'8", 3'9" in the 2008 Royal Rumble. And I'll come back to something that pertains to something like that next. In 1989, Axe and Smash Demolition were tag team champions and started the Rumble off at numbers 1 and 2, only time that's ever happened. But I mean, other tag team partners have drawn numbers next year like 5 and 6, 10 and 11, 11 and 12, something like that, but never, other than that, have the tag champions started 1 and 2. Explanation of how the Rumble works beforehand: everyone draws a number from 1 to 30 except 1989 and 2011, which had the 20 and 40 entrants. Then 1 and 2 started off, and about every 2 minutes thereafter another participant enters until all 30 or 40, but back to this case this year for 2011, 30 participants have entered. The only way to be eliminated is to be thrown over the top rope and have both feet touch the floor. The last man standing wins and gets a title shot at the champion of his choice at that year's WrestleMania. And before I mentioned height-wise, the biggest and the tallest entrance and the shortest entrance, now weight-wise, the largest entrant by weight was Yokozuna, 500 pounds plus. The only person ever to enter the Rumble at 3 different numbers was Mick Foley, who entered the Rumble in his 3 personas of Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind. And usually the titles are defended in separate matches before the match, but at that time, when there was only the WWF champion before they had to change the last initial, the 1992 Rumble match was the only match where the title was on the line. Ric Flair won that match from the number 3 spot when the title was on the line. The last 2 guys eliminated were Hulk Hogan and Psycho Sid Justice. There had been many different surprise entrants in the Rumble the past couple of years, such as Diesel, Booker T, Roddy Piper, Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, and John Cena. If I remember correctly, numbers 1 and 2 made it down to the final 4 participants in '95, when Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels and the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith started and ended the Rumble. And 2006 Rumble, when Triple H and Rey Mysterio were 2 of the final 3 with the number 30 entrant, Randy Orton. The first 2 entrants ever in a Rumble match were Bret Hart, at that time one half of the Hart Foundation, and Tito Santana, I believe, was in Strikeforce at the time. And the first elimination ever was Butch Reed by Jake the Snake Roberts, but that time you didn't have to go over the top, you just had to dump him through the ropes. I don't know why. Oh yeah, one of my last Royal Rumble facts here, I have one more after this, that only one Rumble had 2 winners, and that was 1994. Bret Hart and Lex Luger went over and supposedly hit the floor simultaneously. But that's a load of crap, but it set up a good WrestleMania for that year. And I actually did get to go to a Royal Rumble at Madison Square Garden in '08. Those matches are very confusing because it's harder to see where everybody's going when you're actually in the arena. But that's all the facts I have on the Royal Rumble match itself. I'm going to do my best to end the video here because I know people are getting sick of hearing me ramble on. So I hope you, the viewer, enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. And again, if I can flip back, thank you for allowing me to do my Royal Rumble vlog here, because this, about a week from Sunday, is the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, January 29th, 2011. So go out, order, and that's my video for now, and hope those of you who watch the pay-per-view enjoy it. Peace.